My name is David. I'm pastor for creative arts at a church. I would give ProPresenter 5 out of 5 stars. When we decided to go with ProPresenter, we also compared it to Media Shout in several versions. We compared it to Easy Worship, and of course, we have been using PowerPoint way back in the day as well. Ultimately, ProPresenter has much more robust use than any of those other products. We found it to be easier to onboard volunteers as well using ProPresenter, and basically it sets the standard, in my opinion, for using presentation software in our industry. Ultimately, we decided to go with ProPresenter for a couple reasons. The first reason being the price point is reasonable. It is expensive, but it's a one-time payment and you own the program. I don't have to buy into any sort of subscription model or worry about other payments sneaking in. And similar to that, up front, you own all the bells and whistles in ProPresenter 7. I don't have to worry about purchasing any extra modules or other licenses to own the full functionality of the program. And that was really important to us because of all the things that those bells and whistles can do within ProPresenter. The fact that we can send an NDI signal for our lobby monitor, for our live stream monitor. We can send separate signals to the stage display and to the screens on stage. Those were all really important factors in choosing ProPresenter. And the fact that we can integrate live streaming ultimately into ProPresenter 7 is something we're looking forward to testing now that they've built that in. But ultimately, as well, the ease of importing things to display clearly the lyrics and the scripture for our worship services made using ProPresenter a no-brainer. ProPresenter integrates very easily into what we are already doing leading worship in a local church. We use Planning Center services for all of our scheduling and outlining our service, including all of our songs. And ProPresenter easily integrates into the Planning Center environment. With 2 clicks, we can bring all of the things we've done in Planning Center into ProPresenter so that everyone can then see it. The fact that it also integrated so easily with our live streaming setup using the NDI signals was very important to us. It was easy to onboard volunteers because the build between 6 and 7 is a pretty different user interface, but it's intuitive. It's easy enough to use that volunteers of different skill levels could pick it up pretty quickly. Also, the amount of features, you don't have to use all of them at first. You can start with a few things and then begin to learn more things. So it was easy to onboard volunteers ultimately, even with all the features. And it was great that it already integrated so well with Planning Center and with our live stream service. If you're considering ProPresenter, I would love to recommend it completely, but be aware of the pricing. It is expensive, but you get what you pay for, and it's worth it. If you're a small church, it may be difficult to find the funds initially, but as I said, it's completely worth it to make the jump. If you're a larger church, you're probably already familiar with ProPresenter. If you haven't yet upgraded, I would highly recommend moving to ProPresenter 7 because of all the features and modules that are included in the purchase, and you don't have to worry about paying for those extra. So I give ProPresenter my highest recommendation for presenting things cleanly and clearly in a worship service.